evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. We are back to another Sunday sit back session. Oh, yes, people, we are here. We are here. We are live. And international break. What can I say? For some people, it's been absolutely wonderful. For some people, it's just been a bit of a yawn fest. It's been a bit of a bore fest. And we've been a little bit kind of, hurry up, Premiership. Where are you? Where are you, Premiership? That's what we need. We need the Arsenal back. We need football back, proper football back. But let me take a big shout out first before I go any further, because I know one happy guy, Shane Gooner, the Irish. Good luck to the Irish. What can I say? In with a bang. They're in the playoffs. Hopefully they can get over the line and make it all the way to the World Cup finals. What a tremendous achievement. They thought they were dead and buried. Troy Parrott, who'd have thought, up he steps, 3 goals, and into the playoffs they go. Absolutely superb. Brilliant stuff from the Irish. And I hope they go all the way. So that would be a tremendous, brilliant achievement. So well done to the Irish. As for England, well, it's just easy times, isn't it? Easy times, Kane double, 22 goal score. I mean, listen, Kawaja, big up to everyone that's in. Waha, big up. Yeah, the Parrot settings. Here we go. Big up, Mike B. How you doing, my brother? Aces is in as well, as always. And Kawaja, absolute legend. Every single one of you that joined me, absolute legendary as always. Thank you very much indeed. Albania nil, England 2. Harry Kane again. What can I say? I mean, he's got to be world class for me. You know what I'm like, people, about world class and how I judge being world class. I'm sorry, Harry Kane probably makes my world class list. Walks into most teams, does it for club and country on a consistent basis, done it for Spurs, gone over to another country, Bayern Munich, and he's doing the business there. Whenever he plays for England, he always pops up and he always scores. He's a danger all the time. He knows where the goal is. For me, Harry Kane's got to be up there with some of the football greats of strikers. Would I say he's top level R9? I mean, he's not sort of R9 settings and all of that, but at the end of the day, he's still a prolific goal scorer. Absolute brilliant goal scorer. But big up everyone. Big up yourself, my friend. Big up yourself. Welcome to the community. Absolutely welcome to the community. I hope everyone's all well. I hope your weekend's going all right. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Welcome to the Sunday sit back. And you know what the Sunday sit back's like? Is what it says in the title. It's a Sunday sit back. It's nice and chilled. It's nice and mellow. We're just going to talk about football and everything else. But interesting to see what you think on the international break, guys. I think it's something that has to come round. I think it's just part of the football calendar and we have to just get on with it. But when it does come round, from an England point of view, it's normally a bit of a problem, isn't it? It's normally a bit, here we go again, For me, I don't particularly follow England through the group stages and the qualifiers. I just think the football's a non-event, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Obviously, I follow it when it gets to the World Cup and the group stages and everything else. But this stage, for me, I find it quite boring. I find it quite it's a bit of a foregone conclusion, isn't it? We all know what's going to happen. We normally get put in a group with with poor teams, no disrespect to other nations, but nothing's really challenging. I think they need to change the format a little bit. I think they need to make the qualifiers a little bit more exciting. If you're an Irishman, what can I say? It's just a great night for the Irish at the moment. So big up to them. I'm not taking anything away from them whatsoever. AFC 1987, big up DJ. International break is pointless and so boring. It is. I'm going to be real with you. I don't even watch it, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even watch it. I hope Gabriel is okay. Featured. We're going to get onto that, my friend. We're going to get onto injuries. We're going to get onto the Gabriel and the injuries and everything else. I think it's important. Big up DGB. Big up Paul Nash, my friend. 100%. The footage of Shane and View show is why we love the game so much. 100%. 101%. I tell you now, Paul, there is nothing I want more than England to win the World Cup. I want England to win the World Cup more than I want Arsenal to win the Champions League and the Premiership. I really do. And for me to say that is massive. I've never seen us win the Champions League. Not many, we've never won it. So that's all Arsenal fans. I've seen us win trophies, obviously, like a lot of the Arsenal fans. But I would say that 99% or 95%, if you like, probably a little bit more, has never seen England win the World Cup. I've never seen England win the World Cup. And the reason why I want England to win the World Cup more than my club to win a major is because it comes round every 4 years. So you only get an opportunity every 4 years. With Arsenal, you get opportunities every year. You get opportunity every year, pretty much Champions League, Premiership, FA Cup. England every 4 years. The second part of it is it just brings everyone together. All football fans. You just put all your differences to one side. Arsenal fans, Spurs fans, Man United fans, Man City. If you're English and you support another club, if England was to win the World Cup, it doesn't matter if you're red and white, blue, white, pink, grey. It doesn't matter. Everyone would be out on the streets celebrating. It would be massive. Sorry, guys. The summer would be like electric. Can you imagine? And you might not ever see it again. My kids have never seen us England win a major. I've never seen us win a major. We could win the World Cup and then we might go years and years and years. Our grandchildren or our children's children might sort of be in their 40s and 50s before we win the World Cup again. So winning the World Cup is massive for any nation, because it brings the whole football community together. It gives the country a lift. You forget about everything that's going on in the country, all the nastiness and everything. And it doesn't matter who you support, what religion you follow. If you love football, then England winning the World Cup would be absolutely massive. And they're the reasons, guys. And I always try and back up with reasons. I don't just spurt something out without giving you an explanation. They're the reasons why I want England to win the World Cup. 100%. DJ being a huddle. Why do top gooners say we have squad depth and yet they complain about injuries? This is something that's starting to kind of... Right, I'll put it in two ways, people, right? When people talk to me about squad depth, I look at our squad and I don't think it's as good depth-wise as people make out. Because if you said at the start of the season, we're going to sign Odegaard, no one would have signed him. Madueke, no one wanted him. Havertz, no one wants him as a number 9. Jesus, no one wants him. Wants to sell him. He's injury prone. Gets injured. Hincapié, unproven. No one's heard of him. So when you're talking about squad depth, these are players that have been brought in that no one would really want as their first choice. No one ever even mentioned them. How many people or how many fans do you know during the summer and went, do you know what? I want that Hincapié. Go and get Hincapié. He's the man. Go and get him. No, everyone was mentioning the Rodrigos and everyone else. No one mentioned Hincapié. No one mentioned Madueke. No one. So when you're talking about squad depth, We've got players on our bench that no one really kind of heard of, wanted, cared about. However, they was brought into the football club. And as a one-off squad player, someone to come on, perhaps to kill the game, last 10 minutes, perhaps playing a Carabao Cup, I'd say the squad depth is okay, not too bad. But if you're telling me through injuries or suspensions that our squad with Nkapie alongside Saliba, because that's what it looks like at the moment, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly at left back. It just looks, it don't get me excited, people. It doesn't get me excited. It does not get me excited. And as I've said to you before, if we go into games, if we go into a string of games and you've got Rice out and you've got Norgard and Zubamendi in midfield, that squad depth doesn't look as strong as people think. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just saying I'm not putting it on the levels that some people are putting it on. And these are people are, you know, this ain't an Arteta in or Arteta out situation. This is just my opinion. And my opinion is that this squad is not on the levels that I've seen at Arsenal previously. You know, I wanted a squad where every single person had a chance of starting 11. I wanted a squad where Saka was fighting for his place. I wanted a squad where Saliba and Gabriel were fighting for their position. I wanted a squad where people are fighting and fearful of their place. No one's really fearful of their place apart from Eze, probably, with Odegaard coming in. Saka knows he's going to start. Gyökeres probably, if he don't pull his socks up, may get rotated, but he'll probably start most games. There's no one challenging Timber at right back. He knows that he's sewn that up. And this is a thing. You get Timber injured as well. You're looking at a completely different lineup. That kind of back four that we've had suddenly looks really vulnerable if Timber gets injured. So it'd be interesting. I like Elliot Anderson. He's way better than Bellingham. Yeah, I like Anderson. I think he's a very intelligent player. Very intelligent player on the ball. I like Adam Wharton as well. I think he's brilliant. And he was one that I wanted. He was one that I wanted at the club. Now, Adam Wharton in midfield, if anything happens to Rice or Zubamendi, you know, or Anderson, you know. So Nigeria out, unlucky. Kenny Ken, yeah, he's not going to be happy. Kenny Ken, he's not going to be happy, but he'd be a little bit disappointed. But Kenny Ken, you know, he's got a lot of affiliation to England as well. So I always think it's nice, isn't it? You know, I always watch out for the Welsh as well because I've got a lot of from my dad's side, I've got a lot of family that are Welsh that live in Wales, and I've got cousins and aunts and uncles that are from Wales. So I always look out for the Welsh as well. But I don't think they're going to do much good, to be honest. Julian was poor today. Probably the most overrated player I've ever seen, Jude Bellingham. He's up there with he's up there with the most overrated players. I'm going to be doing a members only stream, and one of the topics on my members only stream is going to be overrated and underrated players. Who are your most overrated? Who are your most underrated players of all time or in recent times? Jude Bellingham for me is overrated. I think he jumps on a lot of the PR. I think he lives off the back of certain goals in certain moments. But would I have him at Arsenal? Exactly. This is the question, isn't it? Of course I'd have him at Arsenal. I'd have him in front of Zubamendi. I think Zubamendi's overrated, personally. You know my opinion on Zubamendi. Big up to everyone in the house. Big up Kawaju as always. The Suge, big up my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Big up DJB. Hit the likes and subscribe. What can I say, Suge? I can't put it better than what you do, my friend. Absolute legend. Shane is buzzing. I'm sure he's buzzing at the moment. You'd be lucky to get a breakfast show in the morning. He might have forgot to go out and buy it, to be honest. But no, he'll have something teed up. He'll have something teed up, no doubt. Big up to Suge always. Now, come on, DJB. I'd rather see us win the... Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Trust me. Trust me. I want to see us win the Champions League. I want to see us win the Champions League desperately. I want us to win the Champions League more than the Premiership. 100%. However, your nation winning the World Cup, it just like, you know, I'm sorry, that's like massive. Static Legend, my friend, how are you? 11 likes. Come on, make sure that you keep putting the likes up. I'm sure most people who are here now are subbed. If you're in, make sure you sub. Big up to Joseph all the time. Yeah, he's Nigerian. Yeah. Kenny Ken will be. We'll have a little chat with Kenny Ken anyway. Evening, DJ B, the legend. Are we caused with injury? Gabriel Magalhaes is injured. I'm watching you from Poland. Big up, Ira. Welcome from Poland. Wonderful country. One of the ones I want to go to visit. Actually, looks amazing. Big up. Hope you're well. Starting to get a little bit chilly now, isn't it? Especially over in Poland. I bet the old temperature's starting to drop. What is with the injuries constantly? We're going to get onto it. We're going to get onto it right now. Let's have a little look on the injuries. I've got this, guys, because one of the things that I want to. Right. Yeah, big up, everyone. I hope you can see. No. That's wrong. Hang on, people. Hang on. Stop screen. Here we go. Share image. Screen. Here we go, people. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, here we go. I mean, let's have a look. Another injury blow for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta handed fresh setback in the Premier League title chase after key defender Riccardo Calafiori leaves the Italy camp. Arsenal have suffered another injury blow in the Premier League title race. Italy confirmed Riccardo Calafiori is withdrawn from international duty due to injury. Azzurri head coach Gennaro Gattuso has announced the defender will miss Sunday's World Cup qualifier with Norway. Right, so that we know about Calafiori. He's one. But listen, we've got Skelly coming in, and I'm not too worried about the Skelly situation. Yeah, I think Skelly is probably unlucky to be out the team, to be honest. So I'm not too worried so much about the left side of things, right? Arsenal are poised in league title pursuit despite Sunderland draw, occupying the summit after 11 games. Arsenal are well poised. We're well poised, people. Yeah. Since 2304, having earned 8 victories and 2 draws, suffering just 1 defeat against Liverpool. The Gunners have been early pace setters in England's top flight. However, Mikel Arteta's side saw once the comfortable lead reduced. We all know that. With the Sunderland game, Calafiori, Italy boss, is left out a few issues. This is the one for me. This is the one for me, people. Right? The Gabriel Magalhaes. I've said there's 5 people in this Arsenal team that you don't want to go down injured. He is one of the 5. He is one of the 5. Gabriel was substituted with an abductor complaint. Speaking to the media, Ancelotti said Gabriel's injury bad. I don't know. He's had a problem on the abductor. The medical staff have to check tomorrow. We're really sorry for this. We're really disappointed when players have an injury. Hope they can recover well and soon. Now, we've got Arsenal fan base jumping on Brazil and jumping on the international break. The reason why Gabriel went down. I believe it was only a matter of time before Gabriel went down. Right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, put the blame on this one and put the blame on that one, etc., etc., etc. All I know is that I'm only going by the facts. I'm not going to sit here and go, it's Arteta's fault, it's Brazil's fault. I've got it in my own mind whose fault it is. However, when you look at the facts, Gabriel Magalhaes has played more games apart from Raya than any other Arsenal player. He's played minutes in the League Cup when he could have been rested. He's played in every single Champions League match and he's played in every single Premiership. Since he came back from horrific injury, right? And he was left out the team last season. He has played untold minutes. My opinion is that he's not been used enough on rotation. When he's had the chance to be rested and take up minutes on the bench, he's not had that opportunity. I'm not comparing him to other teams. I'm not interested in what Man City do and what other managers do. I'm interested in my team. And whether you like it or not, Gabriel Magalhaes is our main weapon. He's the one from set pieces that has been our most deadliest threat. Not Gyökeres, not Timber, not Saka, not Trossard, not Eza. Gabriel has been our most potent threat from set pieces. His headers, his flick-ons, his running from the back, everything. Not even Saliba. And I said that if anything happens to him, our set pieces will not look the same. They will be severely handicapped, dented. And he is out. Now, the next one, if he goes down, if Rice now goes injured, we've now got our set pieces, corners and free kicks completely damaged. Without our set pieces and corners and free kicks this season, whether man like it or not, we would not be top of the league. So I'm only going on facts. I'm not mentioning the manager. You know my thoughts on the manager. Don't need to mention him. I'm looking at the facts. No Gabriel, no Rice. We ain't top of the league, people. We ain't 4 points clear. That is factual. Simple. Done. We're one down, Gabriel. Now this guy has taken a knockback, apparently. Right? This is another guy. This is now... Here we go. Arsenal also received worrying update earlier in the week when Norwegian manager Ståle Solbakken declared Odegaard is still some distance away in his rehabilitation. The midfielder has been out of action since suffering medial ligament damage in the left knee. I don't think he'll be back before Christmas. Medial ligament damage can flare up and down. That can come and that can go. 1 minute, see, with your knee, 1 minute it's looking perfectly okay. The next minute you're absolutely in agony with it. I've had a knee injury through football, and I was out for about 8 weeks, and I'd done ligament damage. I'd done the right in the front of my knee. I got kicked there and done bad ligament damage. After about 6-8 weeks, I was doing some training and stuff like that. Listen, I'm not on the levels these are, but I was playing a pretty good standard. And I remember I felt fine. I felt absolutely fine, ready to go. And then all of a sudden, I woke up one morning and the pain in my knee was excruciating. I couldn't move it. It all swollen up and everything. So it can flare up and it can flare down. It's steady. Reporters asked about Odegaard's injury. It's going to be a steady direction, but in some distance away. He will fly into Oslo after his rehab on Thursday, then we'll continue. So for me, Odegaard... he's not quite there, people. So Eze's going to have to step up, isn't he? Because he's not on form at the moment. And for me, Eze is kind of not doing what Eze should be doing. Simple as that. But, yeah. So we're just got to hope and pray that no one else gets injured. Because if they do, we're going to be really, really on the back foot. We've got the big North London derby coming up on the weekend. And, every game's a cup final. Every game's a cup final. England will never ever win the World Cup due to media arrogance towards our teams, and England fall on their face. 100% AFC, put on a pedestal. Every England player is world class. Every single one of them can't be beaten. England this, England that, blah, blah, blah. The fact is, England are a bang average international team. Haven't won anything. Haven't won anything. Talk about under pressure, what players do. Notoriously, England players under pressure fold. Something don't look right with Eze, even for England. He just don't look like he wants. Yeah, no, Arsenal. I'll tell you, Eze needs to step up. I think he's just got to put two fingers up to the bench and just play where he wants. Just play where he likes. Just play where he likes. Just get on the ball, and start dictating play. Run around, do whatever he likes. Because for me at the moment, Eze's too kind of rigid. He's not fluent. He's not fluid enough. Our final third is still a problem at this football club. We may be top, we may be 4 points clear, but in the attacking third, we still look really poor. Really poor. Saka doesn't look on it. Eze's not on it. Trossard is our most effective attacking player. This is a guy that we was going to sell in the summer. You know what I mean? So there's still a lot of question marks in our final third. So if you kind of look that our final third is weak, and then you've got man like Gabriel going down injured, you know, there's going to be questions there. There's going to be questions, 100%. Martin Tapp, absolute legend, my friend. Big up to you. Man like Danso, always hope all well, bro. Yeah, all good, all good. Turning nice and cold out there. Winter's on its way. I don't mind the winter as long as it's dry and clear. I don't mind those frosty mornings and frosty nights. I do like a bit of snow as well. I'm like a little kid in the snow. I love it. Love getting out there in the snow when it snows and it's all freshly laid and it's falling. Oh, it's nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. Big up the Martin. Big up Icy Spicy. As always, love and bless. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Our squad depth is still short. Yeah. I'm just... Look. Hincapié, right? Let's say he starts. Or Mosquera. What experience have they had in a North London derby? None. None. Experience counts for a huge lot. Hincapié's had no North London derby experience. He's had no big nights at the Emirates, Champions League. He ain't played away at Chelsea, nor was Mosquera. It's all new to him. Everything's new to him. When you are starting in an Arsenal starting 11, North London derby, it's completely different coming on in a Carabao Cup or coming on when you're 2 or 3-0 up and the pressure's off. Complete different ball game. 100%. And if we've got if that's going to be our centre pairing in Hincapié and Saliba going into the North London derby, or Mosquera and Saliba. See, Mosquera and Gabby, or Hincapié and Gabby, I'm like, well, okay, because Gabby's our main man. But Saliba ain't really, I mean, he's fantastic, Saliba, don't get me wrong, but he ain't really been pulling up any trees. So, Hincapié and Saliba, Mosquera and Saliba, there has to be a worry. There has to be a worry. Big up the Viking, my friend. Prone, big up, my friend. 100%. Big up the chat as well. Another legend in the house. Thank you very much indeed. Members, yeah, remember to like and subscribe. Come on, guys, make sure you smash a like on it. Got 73 roughly in the building, so if you all smash a like, there's 73 likes there straight away. So thank you very much. It does help the channel. Sabar, how you doing, my friend? Long time no see. Hello, DJB. Hope you're doing well. It sucks we lost Gabby, but let's stay behind the team. We're all behind the team, my friend. We are all behind the team. We're just having a little chat about the squad depth and how good it actually is. Well, it's going to be tested. It's going to be tested, 100%. Nketiah was a Kivior replacement. Mosquera was a Tomiyasu replacement, but better than both. I'll give you that. I will give you that they're better. I'd give you... Tomiyasu wasn't a bad player, actually. Tomiyasu wasn't a bad player. He wasn't that bad, to be honest. However, Mosquera... Let's say Mosquera and Nketiah are a step up. I agree. But when you're throwing them in a North London derby, a big Champions League game, and Chelsea away, and you're going for a title, and they've not had time to bed in, it is a worry. It is a worry. I'm not saying they're bad players, but they're coming in with big, big shoes to fill. Big up DJB, up the good work. Big up, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. Welcome to the community, everyone. Let's build it together. Let's keep it building. Does it make sense our new signings have injury and not been at the club for long? I think you've got to start looking at what's going on the training pitch. I think you've got to look at the whole thing. See, with me with injuries, right? I always believe that it's a club thing. It's a whole club. What are we do? I mean, the manager sets the bar. He sets the training. He sets everything. So the buck stops at the manager. Unfortunately, that's the way it works, people. People are saying, oh, it ain't Arteta's fault and it ain't this fault. Well, okay, it's not his fault, but the buck stops at the manager. It's like the company director, isn't it? Eventually, it falls on his lap, whether they shut the factory or not. You know, you got managers and you got assistant managers and you got secretaries and you got sales reps and all of that. But if the factory ain't making any money, eventually the director or the CEO of the factory or the owner of the factory has to make a decision, stick or sell. And this is it with Arteta. We can go on about injuries and we can go on about whose fault it is. But the buck stops at the manager. That is it. So we have to look at what they're doing in training. Do they get enough kind of wind down training sessions where you know they train intense and then they have a couple of days where they kind of tail off? Are they training hard at it right up until the match? Or do they train heavy at the beginning of the week and have lighter sessions towards the end of the week? Do they get days off? I'm a big believer in days off, you know. Because you don't forget how to play football just because you've had a day off. You don't lose fitness because you've had a day off. In actual fact, it's healthy. Is he resting players? Is he saying to Gabby, look, don't train this week. Don't train for a couple of days. Is he saying that to Rice? You know, you have to look at the whole thing, because when teams get this amount of injuries, it is a concern. It is a concern. It is a worry. And people are going to say, but we're fourth. I think we're about fourth or fifth in the injury table this season. But what are the type of injuries the other teams have got? Because all our injuries are non-contact muscle injuries, apart from Odegaard when he done his shoulder and then he got a bang on the knee. But most of our injuries, they're all muscle injuries. So it's all fatigue injuries. Even though teams might have more injuries than us, what type of injuries are they? If they're contact injuries, then they're just unlucky. I can take that. I can take that. You know, players go in for a tackle, come out worse off, twisted their ankle, hurt their leg, whatever. I understand that part of the game. But when you've got injuries and you ain't even tackled, you've just pulled up because of a muscle, like Gorkaris, for example. Muscle fatigue. Muscle fatigue. He's only just come into the team and he's got muscle fatigue. These are the things you have to look at. And people might see, by me saying this, you'll have an element of fans going, oh, that's it. He's being negative again. He's jumping on the manager's back. I'm not. I'm just looking at the bigger picture. I'm just looking at the bigger picture. I haven't even mentioned the manager. I'm just looking at the bigger picture and thinking to myself, right, what can we do to avoid all these muscular injuries? Is it what we're doing in training? Are we giving them enough rest time? Am I rotating them enough? They're the three questions you got to ask. And if it's yes, 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 then we're just unlucky. If it's no, perhaps we should be resting them a little bit more. Perhaps we should be giving them days off and rest during the week. Because for me, when Rice and that has come back from international duty, do they need to train? Do they need to be training up until Spurs game or whatever? Do they need to turn up for training every single day when they've just come back from international duty? Give them a day off. Let them have a go play golf. Let them sit at home for a little bit. Put their feet up. Chill out. That's just my opinion, people. It's just my opinion. Our squad depth is bringing on Kaya Marino for Gorkarez. City's depth is Marmoush and Haaland. Suj, in a nutshell, on a plate, whatever you want to call it. Absolute facts, my friend. I don't rate the way we play. It's boring and sideways, backwards passing when we don't need to play that way with the attack we have got. Unfortunately, that's how we're going to play because it's how this manager wants to win games. This is what he wants to do, my friend. This is exactly what he wants to do. He thinks that this is the way forward. It's possession base. And that's what he thinks is going to get us over the line. And if it gets us over the line, we're going to be all happy days. If it doesn't get us over the line, then you've got to take the criticism. And the rest of the fan base cannot knock you for doing that. Can't do it. Big up the assemble. Good evening, everyone. 100%. Matthew Bullman, big up, my friend. Yeah, all well, brother. Hope you're well as well. Hope you're well as well. We're just having a little mingle. We're just having a little, not a mingle, that's midweek. We're just having a little Sunday sit back here. We're just sitting back and just having a little chat about injuries and all sorts of things. And the international break, you know what it's like, my friend. It's like pulling teeth, isn't it? It's ridiculous. How, unless you're Irish, they're buzzing at the moment. They're buzzing. DJB, complain is not about injuries. Complain is AFC as the club not working within it. Federations and managers and exchange notes on this on their statues, injury situation, etc. DJ complain is not about injuries. Complain is AFC as the club not working within it. Federations and managers and exchange notes on their statues, injury situation, etc. Yeah, listen, it's not complaining. It's just looking at the bigger picture, isn't it? It can't be that. It can't be just bad luck that you get all these muscular injuries. It can't be. Can't be bad luck when you've got players pulling up in training with muscular injuries. Gorkarez, muscle fatigue. Muscle fatigue. Played all them games for Sporting. Comes to Arsenal and he's got muscle fatigue. There has to be the way what we're doing. I believe that if you've got a chance to rest players, you rest them. And I said this before. There is no way Rice should have stayed on that field for 82 minutes against Prague. No way. Some people say we didn't even have to play Rice against Prague. When you've got a chance to pull a player off, then you pull them off. Gabriel's played in Carabao Cups and all sorts. This guy was out with a hamstring injury for all pretty much back end of last season. He's come back and hardly missed a game. Come on, man. Exactly, Suge. But the Top Goon has told me Marino was world class a few weeks ago. He's not world class. He's a body. He's a body that every now and again pops up with a goal. That's it. As I said, I've seen Milk turn quicker than him in midfield. He's dreadful. Dreadful midfield player for Arsenal Football Club. Not knocking him for Spain, plays in a different role. For Arsenal Football Club in midfield, dreadful. Dreadful. And I'm going on experience of what I've seen in midfield. Yeah. I'm going on about the players that I've seen in midfield. I'm not comparing him to anyone else. Big up the Binks. Thank you for joining me, darling. I hope you're well. Hope you're well. What team really has excellent depth in each position? I don't know. Man City's final third looks pretty good to me. When you got Marmouche and people like that, they've got players that can come in and attack in, and they've probably got players that would probably start in most teams. That's how I look at it, Saba. Would Odegaard start in most Premiership teams? Would Marino get in most Premiership teams midfield? That's how I look at it. I don't think they would. I don't think they would. Lee Gunner raid inbound. Big up Lee Gunner. Big up Lee Gunner, my friend. Always absolute legend. Absolute legend. And, you know, Lee's Lee. Love him or hate him. Lee's Lee. And I'm only going by what he's done for me and what he's done for many others. He's helped a lot of channels and a lot of people. So people can say what they like about Lee, but I know a lot of people he has helped. A lot of people, and a lot of people are doing really, really well with their channels. And Lee has helped a lot of people. Lee's a completely different person backstage of what you see live. Completely different. Hope you're keeping well, Binks. Evening, Bev. DJB, big up Gabriel. Getting injured was because he was in the red zone. Yeah. If that injury didn't happen for Brazil, it would have definitely happened in the North London derby. I believe so. I believe so. I believe that. I believe that. I think it's a ticking. See, I think with Arsenal, a lot of the Arsenal players, it's like a ticking time bomb, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing, isn't it? We've all been there. You know, when you sort of, I don't know, when you go shopping or you go out or you've been invited out and you don't really feel well, you can feel a cold coming on, but you're not quite ill. And then you turn up for the wedding and you sit down at the table and you're like, what am I doing here? I've got a headache. My nose is running. I feel crap. I don't want to get, the music's loud. I just want to go home and go to bed. That to me is a lot of Arsenal players. I feel all right. Yeah, I feel all right. And then when they start playing, the old symptoms start coming on, don't they? They start to feel leggy. They start to feel tired. As I told you before, right? You look at any game, any Arsenal game, you look around about the 63rd, 64th minute in any game and look at what players are absolutely struggling. You look at Rice when he's running back sometimes. He looks as if he's treading water in about the 65th minute. Saka's sometimes completely out of the picture. There's a lot of players get to that sort of 60th minute and they really do look tired. Timber's the same. Timber's the same. You might not notice it on the TV, but when you're actually watching them live, not the highlights and stuff like that where they take clips, but if you watch it live in the ground, like I do, and I watch it and I watch players and I sort of like home in on players, the ball might be the other end of the pitch, but I'm sort of watching players and they're running back. I'm thinking, boy, they look tired, So we'll have to wait and see, people. We just have to wait and see. DJB needs to be on I'm a Celeb. 100 grand easy, mate. You showed him how he's... My singing skills, man, I'll tell you. No. Although, do you need much of a voice nowadays? You just need to put sentences together and rhyme. It's rap music, right? Yeah. That's all it is, isn't it? With a bit of background music. But yeah. We Irish did well today. Goonery are magic, man. Absolutely brilliant. absolutely buzzing. The Irish are buzzing, and big up to the Irish, man. Big up to the Irish. And I say that because they always big up the English, don't they? They always want the English to do well, don't they? Of course they do. Not. There you go. There you go. One-way traffic. We want the Irish. Yeah, big up the Irish. The Irish would love to see the English get knocked out of a World Cup. Can you imagine it? They would love it. Shane would be dancing up and down. He'd be going, yeah, they're out. They're out. A rivalry. It's brilliant. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, dear. Congrats to the Irish all day long. Jude overrated. He's interesting. He is for me. But as I said, everyone looks at players differently. They look at players differently. I personally think he don't deserve the amount of. See, the problem is the world class gets brandished too easy. And Bellingham's been labelled world class. Well, he's not. He's not. He's a very good player. He's a very good player. I'll give him that. Good player. He's not world class. Huge difference. Bellingham and Zubimendi are so overrated. 100%. Jude Bellingham hasn't got a first touch. No, I don't think he has either. I think he's a little bit, I don't know, man. Question, our depth still relies on last season's team. The assembled, I've said this many, many, many times, right? And I'm glad you agree with me. You take 2 or 3 players out of this team, we are looking no different to what we were last season. No different. Because Havertz is going to be rotated with Gyökeres. Gyökeres and Havertz are going to rotate. He'll probably play Havertz in certain games and Gyökeres in certain games. If he doesn't do that, what I can see him doing is starting Gyökeres, and then about the 60th minute, on comes Havertz. And that'll be that. That's what I mean by rotating him to. I might be wrong, people. Or he might start Havertz and then in about the 55th minute, 60th minute, bring on Gyökeres. That's how I think it's going to pan out. For me, that's how I think it's going to pan out. Because I just think that some of these players, it's in their contract to play a certain amount of minutes in their game. And I think Havertz has got to play games. 280 grand a week, he has to play football matches. Simple as that. You don't have a man with that wage on the bench not getting minutes. So he will play. He will play a lot of football when he's back fully fit. German international as well. Vinny and Rodrigo, mad overrated. Yeah, I'll go along with that. I'll go along with that, brother. Big up to you, Seymour. Jude Bellingham was rubbish today. How many times did he lose the ball? Facts. 100%. Henry, overrated. Bergkamp was out. Down, man. Listen, it's one of them, isn't it? It's the Messi, Ronaldo. It's one of them. For me, Dennis Bergkamp was probably one of the most greatest Arsenal players I've ever seen, because technically, his brain, his touch, his thinking. And you got to look at it this way. Henry would not have been the same player without Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp would still be Dennis Bergkamp without Henry. That's the difference. Just let that sink in. You put Bergkamp in any team, he's Dennis Bergkamp. You put Thierry Henry in any team, he's not Thierry Henry. He's still a very, very good Thierry Henry. Look, listen, Henry was magnificent. Henry done madness. Henry, I remember going and seeing him for the first time. And I was sitting at the front. What game was it? I can't remember what game it was. It'll come back to me. But I remember seeing him. And he went past me in front of me at Ivory. And it was like a racehorse. It was like as if a racehorse had gone past me. Do you know what I mean? He was brilliant. But for me, Bergkamp was fantastic. Just the way he played, just the way he graced the football pitch. He was like Federer of football, wasn't he? He was like Roger Federer on the tennis court. Dennis Bergkamp. He just had that class about him, didn't he? You know, we was just lucky as was we lucky? We were just fortunate as a football club to have both of them at the football team. Can you imagine? You know what I mean? We had Bergkamp and Henry. Pires. Do you know what, right? There was me, Matty and Nomsky after the mingle, right, on Friday night. We sat backstage for another 3 hours watching some of the old Arsenal games, the old Arsenal teams. We were comparing squads, right? We weren't even looking at Henry and Bergkamp's. We were looking at Adebayor, Cesc Fabregas, Alexander Hleb, all of these men. And it was, they didn't take more than 3 touches of the ball. If you watch, and I said to Matty backstage, right, what do you notice about these Arsenal teams? And he kind of sort of like was struggling for an answer, or he had some answers in his head, but he couldn't figure it out. And I said, if you watch them play, none of them take more than 3 touches of the ball. They might take 4 max, but on the whole, they take about 3 touches. By about the 6th or 7th touch, the ball's in the back of the net. You go and watch it. I'm not lying to you. Clever get the ball, 1, 2, 3, pass. Fabregas controls, 1, 2, pass. All of them. Bang, bang, bang. All of them. Not more than 3 or 4 touches before they're passing the ball. Henry the same, Bergkamp the same, Parler the same. You look at all the Wenger teams, 3, 4 touch football. You look at this current squad, get the ball, slow it down, 5 touches, 6 touches, 7 touches, and they're passing it 5 yards. Some of that football that we played under that manager was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I'm not talking about the elite teams. I'm talking about the young guns at the time. Yeah. You know, like Bakary Sagna at right back. I mean, what a right back he was. Van Persie. I mean, it was just mad times. And yet I'm meant to believe that this is the best squad we've had. You're telling me that this is the best squad when we're having kittens losing Gabriel. Why are we panicking if we're losing Gabriel then, if we've got the best squad? Why is everyone up in arms about it? Don't matter, does it? Yeah, madness. Good evening, DJB, West Ham supporter. Love your streams. Just go easy on the Hammers. Man, I love the Hammers. Nothing wrong with the Hammers. Tell you why I like West Ham, because I was brought up in a West Ham area. All my friends are West Ham. I've got, listen, tremendous fan base. Absolute tremendous fan base and lovely people, yeah. So I they're going to get there. They're going to get there. They're going to get it together, West Ham. They will get it together. No problem at all. They won't have a fantastic season. You won't get relegated. And then hopefully you'll sort the owners out, because that's the scourge. You've got to get the owners out of the football club, mate. You've got to get the owners out of the football club. 100%. If you're going to move forward, you've got to get new owners in that's going to, you know, be a little bit more, how can I say, just be a little bit more ambitious. Stop making sense. Lee Gunner, right? Big up, Lee, my friend. Big up, my friend. Yeah, big up. England won't win the World Cup, DJB. Don't get your hopes up. I'm not, my friend. Don't you worry about that. I am definitely not getting my hopes up with England. Trust me, I'm not. No, I've been disappointed too many times. Oh, that semi-final when we went out, I couldn't believe it, man. Under Bobby Robson and the old Gaza thing, and then Gareth Southgate, the English Mikel Arteta. Yeah. Gareth Southgate, or Gareth Arteta, should I call him? The nearly man. Overrated. Won nothing. Got knighted. Got knighted for winning nothing. Make it make sense. Why is it in this country we reward mediocrity? I mean, did you see that boxing match last night? Now, I don't know a lot about boxing, but if Kenny Ken was on here, right, he'd want his money back. I can feel the vibes of Kenny Ken wanting his money back. You can't tell me that was a boxing match last night. Do you know what I mean? That was like someone's dad beating up a school kid. Eubank was just there for the money. He didn't even want to be there. That was a complete non-event. The first one was a circus. They both live off their father's names, off their father's egos, both of them. Any proper world-class boxer finishes Ben within 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Done. Over. Any proper boxer would put Ben down after about 5 or 6 rounds. But we all get excited about it. Ben will probably get a knighthood or something. Or he'll get an, you know what I mean? I just don't get it. Frank Bruno, he was another one. We absolutely loved Frank Bruno. Didn't win anything. We win silver and bronzes at Olympics, our runners. And we put them on a pedestal as if they're the best thing since sliced bread. You lost. Was it gold? No, you lost. Yeah, but it's the taking part, DJB. No, it's not. It's about winning. Sport is about winning. That's what it is. Winners get remembered. Losers just make up the numbers. That is it. Yeah? Brian Clough, 1975. Winners get remembered. Losers make up the numbers. Bellingham weren't all that. Yeah, it was in early days at Birmingham, though, wasn't it? Early days at Birmingham. Listen, he's developed well. I mean, he's done brilliant for himself, hasn't he? Done brilliant for himself. Me personally, he's a good player. That's it. I can't stay up all night about Bellingham, I'm afraid. I really can't. I really can't. My nation's never qualified for the World Cup, so I'd rather us win the Champions League. It's a no-brainer. I can see where you're coming from there, my friend. I can see where you're coming from there. If you've got a nation that you know realistically as a football fan, you're never going to win the World Cup, then your club is probably the one that you hold on to for success. I understand that, my friend. I understand that. But listen, imagine, I'll flip it round to you, right? Just imagine your nation could win the World Cup and had just the same chance as England and Brazil and Argentina and France, Spain and all them men, right? You'd want them to win it, wouldn't you? Rather than Arsenal win the Champions League. Subscribe to Lee Reacts. Yeah, if you ain't subscribed to Lee, there's something seriously wrong with you fellas. Big up the Lee Raid. Big up to everyone that's come over from the Lee Raid. We are talking injuries. Gabriel is a main injury concern. I think it's going to be a big miss in the North London derby. And as I've said to you before, don't talk to me about squad depth. Hincapié and Mosquera have never experienced a North London derby. Friendly is not a North London derby, is not a proper North London derby. Yeah. And they ain't experienced that. And Gabriel Magalhaes is our main weapon. Without him this season, we would not be top of the league. That's facts. Sweden have a shit in the bed, supposedly. The best 2 strikers in Europe, they scored only 3 goals in the qualifiers. Well, that gives you an example, right, of decent players playing under the wrong manager. This is what we're trying to say. You could have the best players in the world, but if you've got the wrong manager on the touchline, those best players look ordinary. And Gyökeres and Eze, for me, has looked ordinary this season. Eze has looked a shadow of himself like he did at Palace. We was watching Eze, again, backstage, me and Nomsky and Matty, we was watching Eze. We was watching Eze at Crystal Palace. Unrecognisable. Unrecognisable. I said to Matty, right, I went, Matty, is that the same player that we've signed? This ain't like Ronaldo with, and he went, that's Eze. He was doing all sorts of crazy stuff at Palace. We sign him, and people are saying that Odegaard will come straight back into the team. So this Swedish thing here, no disrespect to Sweden, but if they was to get a proper manager or a proper coach, then they would get the best out of these players. They'd score more goals than that. If they had an Ancelotti at Sweden, you watch what he does for Brazil. I bet he wins the World Cup. I bet you any money he gets that Brazilian team to the World Cup final. You can clip this. Brazil will get to the World Cup final under Ancelotti because he's an elite manager. There you go. Tyrell Gunner, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? I'll tell you what, Tyrell, because I want to try and get your channel some bit. You know, I want to help you out, my friend. So I'll have you on. We'll try and hook up, my friend. But big up to you, my friend. Big up to you, my friend. I hope you're well, brother. Big up, as always. We have a world-class squad. Injuries don't matter. Apparently so. Why would you panic if you got a world-class squad? What's the panic about? Do you know what I mean? It's like being 21 and saying you can't get into a 21 bar, isn't it? What you worried about? Got my passport in my pocket. I'm coming in. I'm not bothered. Top Gooners said we have the best squad in the world, so no problem. Exactly. Well, they're going to be tested then. That's all I'm saying. See, I'm keeping it pretty low key. I'm keeping my feet on the ground because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of, do you know what I mean? I'm just going to let it all unfold. But one thing is for real, right? None of these people that are saying this, if you gave them a list of players at the beginning of the season that they wanted at the football club, Madueke, Mosquera, Hincapié would not have been in it, nor would Norgard. 4 players out of our squad depth at the beginning of the season was not even mentioned of a player you wanted at the football club. Rodrigo was, Gyökeres was, Zubamendi we knew about was, Paulina, Vitinha was, all of these players were all mentioned. Not one mentioned Norgard, not one mentioned Hincapié, not one mentioned Madueke, not one. Now, best squad in the world. So we'll see, won't we, people? We'll see. We will see. The creases will come out the shirt eventually, my friend. You just got to keep ironing them. Fixed bench and best squad depth in the league, they said. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen. We'll see. Someone said Tuchel didn't call Lewis Skelly to force him out of the Arsenal Football Club and call him again. Basically, he wants him to be a starter in another club. To call it. Well, this is it. This is it. When do these young players move on? That's another question that's going to be looming at the end of the season. Might not be now. Wrong time now. But come the end of the season, Lewis Skelly's agent will be going, what are you doing, young man? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to go to the next World Cup or the next Euros? Or are you going to stay at Arsenal and not go to the next World Cup and next Euros? what you're going to do, because Liverpool or Man United or Aston Villa or someone like that want to buy you. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay at Arsenal, be an impact player, come off the bench and not go to a Euros in 2028 or whenever it is, not go to the next World Cup? And then by the time you do go to the next World Cup, you'll be on the back end of your career? Or do you want to make a move now in the summer? Questions will be asked. If Skelly don't get enough game time, I can see him moving on. Fans don't want to see it. Fans don't want to admit it. No, he's at Arsenal. Why would he move on? Because he don't give a monkeys about Arsenal. He cares about his career. He's a young man. He wants to play at the highest level. He don't want to sit on the bench, zipping up his coat on his mobile phone. He wants to play football and play for England. If you've got a manager in England and that has said to these players, unless you get game time at your clubs, you're not part of my project, they're going to want to move to get game time. What is it with Bellingham, brothers? Don't know. Don't know. Don't see it. He's no Paul Scholes, is he? He's no Paul Scholes. See, this is where people have got short memories, right? Because I've seen Paul Scholes. I've seen Frank Lampard. See, I'm not even mentioning Arsenal players there. I'm mentioning England players. Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes gets ahead of Jude Bellingham every single time. Facts. Probably get ahead of Declan Rice as well. Who are you putting in your England lineup? Prime Paul Scholes, a prime Frank Lampard, a prime Steven Gerrard, or a Jude Bellingham, or prime Jude Bellingham? I know who I'm putting in. Any of them three other than Jude Bellingham. So when people tell me about world class and Jude Bellingham's this and Jude Bellingham's that, they're the three players I've just mentioned. No, he's not. Pack it in and watch football. Watch your history. The beauty of YouTube and everything now is that you can go back and watch football from the 80s, from the 90s, and from the early 2000s. You can watch Arsenal teams, the Emirates, when we moved to the Emirates. You can watch Arsenal teams from over the years and compare it to this team. And I'm talking about the style of football. I'm talking about the football being played. You can't, is no comparison. No comparison. You may just win the league this year without even hitting top gear. Sad. I don't know, my friend. I don't know. Let me give you this example. If Man City beat Newcastle, they're only 1 point behind us. And we've then got to go and beat Spurs in the North London derby. I wouldn't get our hopes up, my friend. Not yet. Not yet. No way. Gabriel out means weaker defence and set pieces winner too. We're always going to happen. Binks, listen, I think the worst is to come yet. The worst is to come. Who's been our... See, this is another thing, right, people, what you got to look at. You've got to look, who's been our most dangerous threat this season? If you was to pick certain players and write it down on a piece of paper, what would be the first two names you would put on that sheet that's been our most potent force? It's not Gorkarez, is it? It's not Saka. It's not Eze. It's not Trossard. It'd have to be Declan Rice and Gabriel, because they're the ones that have scored and been a threat from set pieces. Most of our goals have come from set pieces. So you take them two out of your team, you're driving around with 3 wheels. accident waiting to happen. And this is what's happening. Ancelotti's fault. Of course it is Ancelotti's fault. It's Ancelotti's fault that he was played in the Carabao Cup. It's Ancelotti's fault that he's played the most minutes after coming back from a horrific injury. It's Ancelotti's fault that he's played in every single game since he's come back from a horrific injury. It's Ancelotti's fault what Arsenal do at their training ground. Of course it is. It's all his fault. Ancelotti's only had him for a week. This guy's had him all season. Odegaard is rubbish. We wouldn't even win the league with him. I wouldn't say he's rubbish, but again, another overrated player for me. Odegaard is out. Wait down. Let's have a little try and catch up. But we got injuries. Another bunch of excuses. Oh, they're coming out all the time. Just don't think any club apart from City has the puff this season to chase Arsenal down. I don't know, mate. Don't write your team off yet. Don't write Liverpool off yet. Two or three results go your way, you're back in it. Don't write them off yet. Definitely, they saw us lose the ball, Binks, but get sideways is the problem. Exactly. Listen, they've got the excuses out already. DJB, tell them what the Icelandic Viking will do if they don't like and subscribe. I'm telling you now, man, he'll come and get you. This guy is the Viking. Yeah? If you've ever dreamt or watched Vikings, this is the man. He'll come and get you. Make sure that you're smashing those likes. I should be near 100 likes by now. 80 likes at least. Can't wait to see Arteta Top Gooners have a meltdown when Arsenal fail to win the league. Oh, do you know what? I hope we do win it, man. I hope we do. I don't want to see a meltdown. I don't want to see a meltdown. The only meltdown that I will see is me, because I'll be absolutely devastated if we don't win anything this season. This manager, I will never forgive this manager, ever. He will go down in my history as the most... Oh, how can you not win a trophy with his squad? I said he should have won something last year. Carabao Cup minimum last year. DJ Beta, yeah, we've told, man, they're coming. I'll send them. Endon Gooner, big up, my friend, as always. Guys, big up to every single one of you in the chat. Absolute legends. Yeah, absolute legends. Big up to Lee for the raid as well. And everyone in the chat, thank you very much, my friends and people, and wherever you are in the world. I hope everyone is well, safe, and happy, because that's all we've got to look for. That's all we are all about, isn't it, at the moment? So much crap going on, isn't it? Just try and be happy. Arsenal are top of the league. I'm happy. Arsenal are top of the league. I'm going into the North London derby 4 points clear. What team would want to get one over on us? Spurs. I'm going to be honest with you, people. I'm nervous about it. People are saying, oh, we'll easy beat Spurs. I don't know. I'm nervous. And I'll give you an example why I'm nervous. Because I've really not seen us, apart from moments in games, apart from probably the Atleti game, Newcastle, I've not really seen us play this fluid football. It's been a bit stiff, and it's been a bit lethargic, and it's been a bit kind of predictable. And I just feel that if any team gets it together against us, if any team really goes for it or gets it together, I think we're beatable. And I'm not just, again, it's nothing to do with Arteta. It's just how I see it. What a joke of qualifying group England were in. Hendon, waste of time, man. They've got to sort it out. They have to sort it out. Waste of time. Martin, Eze looks lost, not used to being micromanaged by Arteta and restricted. Yeah, he's killed him. Killed him, mate. Absolutely killed him. As I said, you watch clips of Eze playing up for Crystal Palace. He's unrecognisable. He's unrecognisable. See, and we bought him. We bought him to be creative. We bought him to have that sort of, to get bums off the seats. The reason why we bought Eze was to get you excited. And he's not really excited me yet. Just little moments he has, but not on a consistent basis. He hasn't really kind of got me dancing about the floor, you know. Good evening to everyone. Yeah, good community, people. Good community. Everyone saying hello to everyone and wishing them well and everything. Good community. Good vibes going on here, people. Absolutely spot on. Thank you very much indeed. Odegaard slows the attack. All the attacks always slow, my friend. Always slow. As I said, you go and watch Arsenal in the past, and even Arteta's 22-23 season. It was exciting, wasn't it? Let's be honest. I know he bottled it because he's like, couldn't do it. People say he was still learning, not me. I think he should have got us over the line that season when we was all in points clear. But the football we were playing was good. Good football. You know, we were blowing a lot of teams away. We were scoring a lot of goals from a lot of areas. I'm not seeing it this season, really, if I'm going to be honest with you. I see moments. I see like sort of 10, 15-minute spells where I think, oh, yeah, this is looking all right. And then it goes back again. And I think, oh, God. DG, MLS never plays him, and Ethan don't come on Premier League. No. You know my opinion. If you've been watching my channels, you know what I call Ethan. I've said it time and time again. I'll say it again just in case anyone's missed it. Ethan Nwaneri, the treatment he's getting is very similar to what Smith Rowe got at Arsenal. I can see Ethan Nwaneri going exactly the same route as Emil Smith Rowe. I'm not comparing them as players. I'm comparing the situation, not the player. And the situation Ethan's in is a lot of similarities to Emil Smith Rowe. Sold a dream, gets on in little moments, doesn't get used in big moments. When he does get used, he gets subbed. He's the fall guy. He's the scapegoat. Just like Emil Smith Rowe was. Loan him out. Loan him out. Let him go to West Ham. He'll do all sorts of madness for West Ham. West Ham will absolutely adore the guy. Let him go out on loan. Let him get some experience under his belt. Then he can come back to Arsenal and hopefully then do the business. Arteta flogged Calla and Magalhaes. I knew they were in the red, but still, yeah. See, a lot of that, though, might be the medical staff. Might be the Brazilian medical staff. But, yeah, listen, Alex Ferguson used to do it all the time. All the time. Sorry, Mr. England manager, but Paul Scholes has got a slight strain on his ankle or calf. He won't be joining the England squad. Week later, he rocks up playing for Man United. They all do it. We've qualified. They all do it. Nkapia is playing on Wednesday evening in New Jersey. He won't be back in England until Thursday evening or possibly Friday. Facts, my friend. Big up to you, my friend. I don't think Nkapia will start anyway. I think he'll go with Mosquera. But even so, both unproven. Both ain't really played a lot of game time, have they? Let's be honest. Not really played a long game. Not played a lot of games to be thrown straight back into a North London derby. You know, you're talking North London derby. You're not talking sort of Arsenal at home to Wolves. No disrespect to Wolves, but you're talking a North London derby. It's a big job. It's a big job to be thrown in at that level. Injuries either from undertraining or too much training. Exactly. Tuchel is only here to win the World Cup. After that, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. I don't care what he does after that. He can go and cut grass after that. I'm not bothered. If Tuchel wins the World Cup, mate, he'll go down as the best German ever in this country. He'll have a statue outside Wembley. Can you imagine it? A German with no disrespect to the Germans, but don't. That's another story. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really. I mean, with this modern day, I don't really look at whether they're German, French, or whatever. As long as they can do the job and their heart's in the right place. But there's always that doubt, though, isn't there? That if England played Germany in the World Cup final, right? And Tommy Tokes is a German through and through. He looks German. He is German. He epitomises. When you look at him, he's a typical German, right? He just like German. Don't you think there'd be that little bit in him that want Germany to win that World Cup? Is it just me, or is it? I don't know. If I was say managing Spain, right? Let's hypothetically in my dreams, yeah. But let's just say I'm managing Spain. I'm an Englishman, right? Through and through, right? And England got Spain in the World Cup final. I'm going to be real. As much as I'd be professional, there'd be that little bit in me that might want Spain to win the World Cup. When you've got grandmothers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers and great-great-grandmas and aunts and uncles that are all Spanish or whatever. Tommy Tooks has got granddads and aunts and uncles that have fought in wars that are German. Wouldn't he have that little bit in him that might think, I don't know. Probably not. Probably like 100% professional, and he probably will be. But I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. With Gabriel Calafiori potentially out, we have Saliba, Mosquera, Hincapié, White, Timber, MLS. If Timber goes down with an injury, that's basically relying on the players with featured. Soj, me and you, bruv, been saying this all along. And I think we were the first ones to. Well, you brought it up. I've been bringing it up, my friend. I've been saying it all along. I don't get how people get so excited over this squad depth. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the same excitement over it. It's okay. It's good. We do have more cover than what we've had before. But if you look at that lineup, you're telling me that lineup is going to win you a Premiership and a Champions League. How many top gooners or how many Arsenal fans, whether you're Arteta in or Arteta out, would pick that team on a regular basis? Zero. Big up the Suge. Hendon Binks, remember, getting behind the players who put the shirt on includes Havertz and Odegaard. Listen, we're all behind the players. We're all behind them. 100%. We're all behind them. But we can be cautious and we can ask the questions. This is the difference. I always say there's deluded criticism and there's respectful criticism. I get people throw things at me that have got delusional criticism. When I'm hearing people say best in the world, top manager in the world, a scientist, a genius, yeah, I'm going to call you out. You want to come on here, if you're prepared to make stupid, daft comments, then you've got to be prepared to take the criticism. If I was to come on here on my stream and go, Jude Bellingham, best in the world, best player I've ever seen, He's up there with Messi. Straight away, I can feel you all typing now. What is this bloke on about? It'd get clipped up. It'd get this. It'd get that. And I'd be taken to the cleaners, and rightly so. If you're going to talk bollocks, expect to take a pair of bollocks. Yeah? That's how I look at life. That's how I look at things. Some things are better left unsaid, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're in a bar or you're out and it's a bit fractious and you're sitting there and you're thinking, I want to say something, but I'm just going to keep my cool. I'm just going to sit back and just chill with my bag of crisps and my drink. I'm just going to let it all unfold. Some things are best less said. Yeah. And I always told, if you're not got anything sensible to say, don't say it. All right. I'm a realist. I'm realistic. Right. I look at the bigger picture in life. And that's how I look at my football club. I don't look at right now and moments. I look at what could happen and have we got the personnel to cope. And personally, I think our squad depth in pressurised situations, back end of the season, is not good enough. I don't want to rely on Norgard. I don't want to rely on Nkapie. I don't want to rely on Mosquera. I don't want to rely on Ben White. I don't want to rely on these players. Simple as that. Not good enough. But does not stop at the manager. It's the club. The club has to work within it. One sec, guys. One sec. I've got my man Matty. Hey, brother, when you free, want to go on Lee and chilling, doing the football roundabouts? One sec, chat. Yeah, no, that's what I said. I don't, you know, I think you got to try and back up what you say, and you know, I don't put it out there that the manager's the best in the world. If he was to win the Champions League and the Premiership, and then he was to do it again, if he was to win the Premiership back to back, I'd probably put him up near there. But for me, it's all about winning. You can't eat at the top table unless you've won. It's like the Champions League. People say to me, what do you want, DJB, Premiership or Champions League? Champions League all day long. I understand the Premiership is more harder because it's what you do on a weekly basis. Anyone can win a cup competition on any given day. But to win the league, you've got to be flawless week in, week out. There's a lot of things that have to be in the right place for you to win the Premiership. You can win an FA Cup. You can win a Carabao Cup. You could probably win a Champions League. But to win your domestic league, it's what you do week in, week out on the training ground and what you do come match day. And it has to be flawless. However, for a club the size of Arsenal, our European record has been disgusting. Our record in Europe has been poor. Fairs Cup, Cup Winners' Cup, that's it. Pretty much. Poor. When you've got Forest and Villa and all these teams, Porto, and all these teams winning Champions League, we have to win the Champions League. Whether it's this manager or whether it's the next manager, I think their priority should be the Champions League. We have to get that devil off of our backs. You can't eat at the top table unless you've won that Champions League. They're all sitting there. When we turn up, it's like, go sit over there. Yeah, but we're Arsenal. Don't care. Have you won the Champions League? Have you won the European Cup? No. Sit over there then. Do as you're told. Pack it in. Arsenal Football Club never won the Champions League. It's madness. It's crazy. Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, Liam Brady, Radford, McClintock, Pat Jennings, Pat Rice, Sammy Nelson, David O'Leary. Yeah? Graham Ricks, Brian Talbot, David Rocastle, Paul Merson, Alan Smith. Never won the Champions League. Make it make sense. It is crazy. Look at the teams we've had. People go, oh, look at the teams you've had. Look at the teams we have had over the years. Jens Lehmann. We've had some of the top goalkeepers in the world. David O'Leary, man. Come on. Tony Adams. Freddie Ljungberg. Bobby Pires. Come on, man. Never won the Champions League. Are you sure? What is going on? Big up DJB, but we've had the best depth in the world according to Top Gunners. So what's the issues and the stress about? The manager, mate. Yeah, they think that he's the best thing since sliced bread. So he's got to earn his money, isn't he? If we get any more injuries, this manager has got to step up. He's got to step up. Simple as that. End and overload. Binks, it's all too much high intensity training at this stage of the season. It's unnecessary to put players through it. Exactly, Endon. Give them some time off. Give them some time off. Yeah. If players, do you know what, right? There's certain players that only used to train 3 days a week. 3 days a week. Was it Harry Redknapp or someone? I can't remember. Harry Redknapp had a player that he owned. I think it was Di Canio. I think it was Di Canio. I might be wrong. If there's any West Ham in the chat, feel free to put me right because I might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure Di Canio used to get regular time off away from training because he was that important to the football team that he had to be fit for the weekend. And I'm pretty sure that sometimes Di Canio only used to train like 2-3 times a week. I'm pretty sure it was Di Canio. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Di Canio sometimes only used to train 2 or 3 times a week during the peak season so that he was fit every game because that's how important he was to West Ham. What a player, by the way, Di Canio. Jeez, man. What a player. I wish Arsenal would have got him. Brilliant player. Overload, too much galloping around the pitch. Yeah, they have to cover so much. They have to cover acres. Half much running, less muscle injuries. Exactly. Yet, Suge, looks like the Italy team have better player welfare protocols compared to Arteta. It's something I believe he's got to learn, and he's got to learn quick. He's got to learn, and he's got to learn very, 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 very quick. I wish I got paid 15 mil a season to have zero accountability for anything and an army of, divs to protect me with Terry Tibbs, my friend. I couldn't have said it better myself. I don't know how many managers get an unbroken contract, 15 million a year, and not accountable for anything. I can't name one. Even Pep don't get it. I just don't know. I don't know. I think that while we're on Arteta, I think the most annoying thing I get with him is that he never, ever takes accountability, does he? He never comes and says, I got it wrong. I just got it wrong. I made the wrong substitutions, or I picked the wrong team, or I should have done this, I should have done that. This is down to me. You hear managers say it, don't you? I think Pep said it. I think Arne Slot has said it. Most managers say, look, the buck stops at me. On this occasion, I got it wrong. He never does it. He'll always say, oh, yeah, some of the decisions went against us, the injuries, this, that. You know? Sometimes you have to just man up and go, do you know what? It was me. My fault. Endon, the medical team must know the intensity of the training Arsenal are doing. To do medical before you sign, they must know if the player's a physical condition. Yeah, listen, I agree. The medical team has got something to do with it as well. I think it's the whole package myself. That's what I said earlier on in the stream. I think Arsenal as a whole need to look at the whole situation. It might not be down to one individual, but what I did say, the buck stops at that one individual, and that's the manager. He sets the training. He tells the coaches and everything what he wants and what the outcome he wants and how he should go about it. You know, and people say to me about, whose fault is it? Well, and then they go, it's the players. Yeah, players can have off days. Teams can have off days. Things might not go right during a game. But when they cross that white line, it comes back down to the manager. Players don't get the sack. The manager gets the sack. He's the one that loses his job. It's a results game. It's a results business. I know it's harsh, but the buck stops at the manager. He picks the team. He sets out the tactics. When they all go for the meeting, he's the one sitting there with Heinzer, and they can come in and chip in with ideas, but he's the one that eventually turns around and goes, nope, not doing that. Yeah, but boss, what we need to do, we need to get Timber we need to get Saka in the final third a little bit more, rather than him defending. We need to perhaps push him more centrally. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just talking. And he might listen to the advice, but he's ultimately the one that turns around and goes, nope, don't want him doing that. I want him hugging the touchline, and then I want him tracking back to defend. So it is his decision at the end of the day. Whether we like it or not, whether our Arteta fans like it or not, they're the facts. That's why he's getting paid more money than the coaches. The coaches are not on £15 million a year. He is. He's the one that makes the decision. It's like your boss at work. You can come in with your ideas as supervisors and assistant managers, but if the boss at work says, no, I'm not doing it, you ain't doing it. Simple as that. That's where Arteta is, my people. That's where he is. Arteta, since he's been here for some season, a lot of players keep getting reoccurring injuries. He must have a hammer. This is the problem. They're not one-offs. If they were one-off injuries, I'd be going, okay, one-off injury, it happens. It happens. But they're reoccurring, and they're muscle injuries. So something's got to be looked at. The Arteta system is a major reason. They have to work a lot. You ask any player in the interview, and they've even said it, we have to do a lot of work. He expects 100% all the time. It's a lot. It's a lot of strain. It's a lot of strain. Wingers chasing back, fullbacks inverting, running all over the pitch. Do you ever? No. 100%. 100%. Binks, Arteta gets chubby watching Calafiori, long hair. Yeah, there's a lot of image going on as well, isn't it? I mean, they love an image at Arsenal. I believe nutrition is a problem with the injury side. What foods players can eat and not players have. All part and parcel of the game, isn't it? All part and parcel of the game. It really does. Play like mid-table, avoid pressing, low block and counter. That seems to be the solution that makes fans happy, it seems, DJB. Play like a mid-table and avoid pressing, low block and counter. That seems to be the solution. Listen, When you say play like mid-table teams, well, Brighton's mid-table, and I love watching them play football. I could watch Brighton all day long. So I don't understand it. There's a way. There's a way of playing. Yeah. There's pressing and there's pressing. There's unrealistic pressing. You know, when Gorkarez goes running after defenders to close them down, you know he ain't getting anywhere near the ball. Why is he doing it? Just hold your line. You don't need to go chase him down. Just hold the line. Hold the line. And when the ball gets to us, when the ball gets into a certain area, then we start pressing. Why does he need to be chasing over to the corner flag? Why can't we keep Saka in the final third where he's more dangerous? Why do we need him dropping back in? Why do we need him chasing back when we've got two DMs in midfield? Why? Why can't we have Saka in the final third and being more dangerous in the attacking final third rather than a defensive? So there are ways. Every single player has to put the workload in, which is fine, but it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. If I was to say to you, I want you to sprint 1,500 meters, I don't want no jogging, just sprint the whole 3.5 times round the track or whatever. You couldn't do it. You might be able to do it for the first 400 meters, but after that, you'd start slowing down. You'd start flagging. And if you started pushing yourself, you'd get a muscle injury, or you'd pull up with a hamstring, or a muscle will go, or your calf will go, or your Achilles will snap. That's just facts. And then when you do see players tired, you need to bring them off. You don't need, when you're 2-0 up against a very, very poor Prague team, you don't need to keep your best player on for 82 minutes. So, yeah. But the mid-table bit, my friend, and big up Charles, but the mid-table bit, my friend, I don't get, because I see teams play in mid-table and I see them play some lovely football. I really do. Big up the Suge, man. Big up the Suge. Chat, help me with this. Prior to 92, when it became the Champions League, it started in 1955. How many European Cups have we won? We have no European heritage. I'm sick of certain fans expecting us to walk to a win. Facts. Absolute facts, Suge. What can I say? We have no European heritage whatsoever. Cup Winners' Cup 1994. I was there. Beat a very good Parma side, probably one of the best in Europe, one at the time. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. That's all we've had. I get annoyed when fans, Suge, expect us to win everything just because we're Arsenal Football Club. That should be our expectations. But we haven't got a divine right. We have to earn it. We have to earn it. And this manager will say that. He's got to find a way. Whether he likes it or not, he has to find a way. Big up, Suge, for your super chat, my friend. Bless. He has to find a way, without a doubt. Big up to you, evening, my friend. Evening, everyone that's in. Make sure you smash a like, please, people. Arsenal will draw against Spurs. I can see it happening. Do you know what? I was going 2-1 at home against Arsenal, and you know me, people. I don't flip flop around, so I'm going to stick with 2-1. But it's a one of them. It's a one of them sort of 2-1s. You know what I mean? Kind of like, oh no, you know, it's going to be one of them. Marino and Norgard, very lucky to be at the club. 100%, Martin. 100%. The players, every single player should feel that they're lucky to be at this football club. What a great football club this is. Marvellous football club. History galore. unfortunately, we've got a lot of fans that just don't know the history. Their history started in 2000 in the year 2000, or their history started when this manager took over. That was it. Anything that went before it don't matter. Nothing matters. That's what a lot of fans are. Terry Tibbs, Arteta flogs the same players game in, game out, but never resting. Nah, there's a way of doing it. Exactly. There's a way of doing it. Facts, our fitness levels are poor, seen live. Yeah, exactly, Binks. Watch it all the time. Watch it all the time. DJ, you should get Jez on at some point. I do have Jez on. Yeah, I do have Jez on. Me and Jez stream. I do have guests on from time to time, but this Sunday sit back. I mean, I haven't done it. Last Sunday I had guests on the Sunday before, so I thought I'd go back to having just a little sit back and have a little chat. England, the whole are overrated players. Yeah, massive. Big up the Jam Boy. How you doing, Jam Boy? Hope your weekend's going well, brother. Absolute legend in the house as well. Have a little sub to Jam Boy. He does some good things, actually. I've had a little look at his channel. It's all good. Big up, Jam Boy, my friend. Arteta doesn't trust them, probably attitude issues, schoolmaster. Do you know what? I said this on DG's show the other day, Binks. There's a lot of players he don't trust. The fans have got more trust in the squad depth than the manager. He weren't bringing on Dowman and Wanyeri against Sunderland. That was never happening. And the only reason why he didn't do that is because he don't trust them. I'm hearing, why would you bring on a 15-year-old against Sunderland? Well, don't take him then. Leave him at home. Why did you bother putting him in the training sessions before the game and the game plan? Putting him on the bus, sitting him on the bench. If he's only 15 and you don't trust him against a team like Sunderland, why did you bring him? Wanyeri got enough experience. They play for England's under 21s. They play for England over 21s. You're telling me they can't be trusted to play against Sunderland? Are you mad? Come on, man. This is what I mean, Binks. 100%. Jude Bellingham just runs as power of this modern football. He's not even like a Pedri. No, he's well overrated. 100%. Yeah, big load of big ups going to Jam Boy. Smash the likes, guys. Come on, let's put a like on it, please. If you put a like on it, thank you very much. If you haven't, why not? Why not? And if you haven't subbed, why aren't you subbed? Come on, check your subs. Make sure you've subbed to me. It does help the channel, people. Michael, I totally agree. It's a blunderman system. The players are overtraining for the system to work. You have to look at the training. You have to look at the training. You've got to look at all aspects. I've never known it. I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna be 100 with you people. In all the years I've been supporting Arsenal, I've never known so many injuries, one after the other. I've known injuries, players going in for tackles. I mean, tackles were part and parcel of the game then. Not like now. You can't even brush up against someone without giving away a free kick. I'm talking about tackles, and injuries happened all the time. But I've never known so many muscular injuries. Oh, he's out. What's he out for? Hamstring. Oh, right, okay. Oh, Sanso's not playing tonight. Why ain't he playing? What's he out for? Oh, all right. Didn't hear it. Oh, Frank Stapleton ain't playing up front tonight. Oh, why is that then? Oh, you know that knock, you know that tackle, old what's it done on him last week? Oh, right. Yeah, he's got bruising. Oh, right. Oh, he's chipped a bone. Oh, okay. You expect it. You don't expect to hear, oh, so-and-so's not playing because he pulled up in training with an hamstring. DJ, I've got bad ones telling me stuff. I've got good ones telling me stuff. My Ghana Tings Tirana feed me yuck, babe. I don't eat that stuff. Rate my music tune. All right, my friend. Haaland and Gabriel have same minutes. If those minutes for Haaland is good, then minutes are not an issue for Gabriel, I feel, DJB. Haaland and Gabriel have the same minutes. The difference is Haaland's pulled off at the right time in games. He was on a hat-trick the other week and he took him off. Yeah. And Haaland didn't start in a lot of the Carabao Cup games as well. So, you know. And Haaland's duties on a football pitch is a bit different to Gabriel's. Gabriel's our main weapon. He's up for corners. He's running back. He's up for free kicks. He's running back. You know, he's defending. He's putting his body on the line. He's just, you know, Haaland's just operating in the final third. Almost forgot about 29. He'll be back. I think Vinny is overrated, 100%. Brian Clough would not put up with this crap in today's... No, Cloughy was an absolute legend, man. Absolute legend. Many players today are overrated. They're all overrated, my friend. We're going to do an overrated members stream, my friend. Overrated and underrated. I've got loads. What I will do is in the members stream, I'll do... if you want to join, become a member. And we'll do a member stream. I've got a list of players that I think are overrated. And then we'll all talk about that. And then there'll be a list of players that I think are underrated. I'll tell you one Arsenal player over the years I thought was underrated. Ray Parlour. I thought Ray Parlour was probably one of the most underrated players around at the time. He was a really good player, Ray Parlour. Neymar is overrated. Prime Neymar. Oh, he was unplayable, wasn't he? Sometimes, Jam boy, you and your son, plenty of banter after the North London derby. Whoa, mate. Yeah, when you got a Spurs fan in the family, it's hard. R9 Ronaldo, different league, 100% Jam boy. I just won the Premier League with Arsenal. And hey, go on the Pro. Viking Army, da 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 da. Viking Army, da 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 da. See, I've got a song for you, Pro. Got a song for you. I'll tell you, me and Nautsky have got a Christmas show coming up, people. Wednesday, the 17th of December. Put it in your diary. The midweek mingle Christmas special. Christmas jumpers, mince pies, glass of sherry or brandy, whatever you're drinking. If you're not drinking, nice cup of tea. Pull a chair up and we'll have a good old Christmas mingle. Big up, people. I'm in the finals. Come on the Pro. Come on the Pro. Let's go. No, it's good, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, listen, we just want the best for the football club, don't we? I'm sick and tired of these injuries. They're getting on me. I've got to be honest. I'm getting frustrated with it, people. I'm really frustrated with the injuries, to be honest. Uber was most probably could have played for France. Oh, right, okay. Calzaghe is the greatest British boxer. Yeah, I'll give you that as well. I'll give you that. That boxing yesterday was terrible. Terrible. That boxing yesterday was just awful, people. I'm sorry. Argentina, Spain or France win the World Cup. I'll tell you what, Ancelotti, big up the Lynch. Big up the Lynch. Yeah, DJB will run something, bro. Yeah, 100% Tyrell, 100%. Gorkarez will start now. Jamboy has improved, but most services need to go forward. We need to get forward a little bit more. I've been rabbiting on a lot, so I'm not way behind on this chat. Norway, first World Cup since 1998. Massive. Massive. Kawaja, I wonder how far Haaland will take them. Well, you never know, do you? When you got Haaland in your team, you just never know. Paul Scholes for me, elite. Big up, Oliver. How you doing, my friend? Big up, DJB. This is why people shouldn't get ahead of themselves yet so soon and get carried away with it. People really need to stay humble. 100%. 100%. Couldn't have said it better myself. I remember seeing after Mikel Merino scored, what's happened here? I've got no lights. Lights have gone out on me. What's going on? There we go, people. I remember Mikel Merino, Top Goon has said he's better than Gerrard. Come on, man. Aaron, how we doing, brother? Liking your new memorabilia. Aaron, my bro. Big up, my friend. Make sure you go and sub to Aaron and follow Aaron. Most of you probably already do. Yeah, another real one. Aaron Talks is a legend. Rice and Gabrielle, Joseph Connor, Golden Knights. Apparently, Odegaard is the come on, man. Oh, come on, you shouldn't be listening to all of it. It would just give you nightmares. Big up, baby dwarf Adam. I'll tell you what. One thing I know about Aaron, right? No matter how cold it's getting outside, people, he's still wearing his shorts. I'm telling you, he's the only person I know that wears shorts in thick snow. Telling you. He'll tell you the same. You wait till the OGs tomorrow, right? Ask him about his shorts. Aaron ain't wearing no trousers ever, mate. Odegaard is the club image captain. Yeah. Too nice. Arteta has gotten away with murder on another scale. Well, I'll tell you what, he won't get away with it this season if he wins nothing. Big up the world-class Mrs. Suge. Absolutely. Mr. Suge. Pedestrian DJB. That's Arteta's football. It's very predictable at times as well. Very predictable. We are top but not convincing display anywhere. Lucky he just got a great defence. Pep can win the league with 9 and with our number 9. Arteta can't win the league with a 9 or a false 9. Exactly. We'll have to wait and see, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Joseph about to say it's about that fraud Arteta. Trying to get through the chat, guys, as quick as best I can. Big up to everyone in the chat. It's been an absolute fantastic stream. Good night, all. Take care. Catch you all Monday. Endon, sleep well, my friend. Bless to you. Night, night. We're first and I'm buzzing, but the confidence to stay there match day 38 is lacking because of our previous failures as a manager. Facts, Aaron. Facts, my friend. We're always cautious, my friend. Always cautious. Bert will save Ethan. I don't think he will. The only way Bert's going to save Ethan is if he loans him out. Ethan hasn't got a serious future at this football club. He's too far down the pecking order and he's not trusted. Otherwise, he'd have come on against Sunderland. I never thought a goal was coming versus Sunderland. No, nor did I. I'll tell you, no excuses. If we finish empty-handed, 23 consecutive failures. Fact, Aaron. If we finish without a trophy and this manager is here next season, I won't give up my season ticket because some dickhead will get it, right? And I'm not prepared to take that chance, right? But I'm telling you now, the abuse that will come from the terraces should be immense. If you're a proper Arsenal fan and we win nothing next season and that manager is standing on the touchline and he's not getting it, then there's something wrong. Then you really didn't like Arsene Wenger. That's all I'm saying. Arteta doesn't have the cojones to pull players out. He don't. He's too scared. He's too much under pressure. He's too much under pressure to make changes. He's got to stick with his spine. I'm never rude to likes of Havertz, Jesus, Odegaard, etc. Sure, they're nice lads, but this Arsenal Football Club at the end of the day, exactly, Joseph, 100%. 100%. Big up JCG, Aaron. Big up, my friend. Yeah. Negative old nonce. Well done, Bosman. Thank you for your comment, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. How does it feel being eternalised negative old man? Well, I'll tell you what, Bosman. I'll tell you what it does feel like. It feels great supporting a club for 50 years and I'm still supporting them. I'm in the East Stand, block 114. Come and have a conversation with me and then we can take it out there, can't we? If not, go follow someone else. No one's tying your hands behind your back to say that you've got to come and follow me. You can go and follow who you like. If you don't like what I say, and I'll say this to anyone, you don't have to join me. But what I do know is I can tell you all the games I've been to. and I can tell you pretty much everything about the football club in history. And if you can't do the same, don't come on here and make stupid comments. How about that? Binks come North London. I've got machetes for Lee. Yeah, of course you have. Big man behind the big man, big man. Told you. Yeah. Why are you coming on threatening the chat? Go stare at your Arteta posters on your bedroom wall and get off over that. DJB, do you think we beat Chelsea at the Bridge? That's the tough one. That's the tough one. I think we'll beat Spurs. Bayern Munich is one of them. Flip of a coin. Depends on what team he picks and how fit everyone is. Chelsea, you just don't know what you're getting from them. You can get prime Chelsea or you can get Primark Chelsea, can't you? You know what I mean? You can get you just don't know what you're going to get. But Chelsea's the one because Stamford Bridge is a tough place for Arsenal to go over the years. So we'll have to wait and see. Wow, we need another midfielder and left winger. I still think we need to strengthen, 100%. I would like to bring in one real big signing. Don't ask me who, but I'd like one big signing. Big up, my friend. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Arsenal's lack of record in Europe is embarrassing. Binks, it is. We've got to sort it out. We have to sort it out. That is one thing we have to sort. Kenny Sansom, what a baller. Don't forget to hit the like, boss man. Exactly. Yeah. Get and hit the like. Get and hit the like with your machete, man. Man. Joseph, going to my first ladies match in December the 6th. Arsenal v Liverpool at the Emirates with about 20. Oh, massive. Binks, go and enjoy it. You're going to love it. You're going to go and absolutely love it. It'd be great for you. Fantastic. Big up, my friend. Big up the Lynch all the time. Great stuff, that, Binks. You will have to get, yeah, be good. Only 3 semi-finals in the entire history of the... I know. It's just when you go over our European record and you dissect it, and the teams we've had, like the players we've had and the ballers we've had over the years, it's criminal, really, isn't it? Our European record. When you think of the players that have been at this great football club, and then you look at that, then you look at our European record. How on earth have we not won a Champions League? And that's not just Arteta, that's just everyone. George Graham, Wenger couldn't do it. Bertie Mee, Terry, all these players couldn't win a European Cup. It's mad, isn't it? It is mad. George Graham, Peter Maranello, Georgie Armstrong, Peter Story, Ray Kennedy, Alan Ball, Super Mech. Yeah, great players. Great players. I wish we just win a Carabao Cup. Yeah, we need to win that Carabao Cup. We need to win the Carabao Cup to build the confidence up, get the confidence up there, get it buzzing, go on for bigger things. Pixel Pioneer, simple question. If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, would you sack him? Definitely. I'll tell you what, he should sack himself, shouldn't he? Listen, I mean, whatever you think about Arteta, any real manager with that amount of money that's been spent on the football club and the chances that you've had, and you've had the backing of the owners, the money, and everything that you could ever wish for as a football manager. If you don't win a trophy, a major trophy, with all of that behind you, then really you should do the manly thing and just say, do you know what? I'll hold my hands up. I've done everything I can, but it's time I walk away. That's what you should be doing, really. You just got to hope the managers, the owners just turn around and go, look, sorry, but we need to try and spread our wings a bit. Thank you very much. Done brilliant job. See you later. Cronkies must be tapped up. Arteta, we must have. Oh no, man! Please like the stream if you haven't done already. Really helps. It does help me out, my friend. It helps the channels out. It helps all the channels out by smashing the likes. 79 likes, guys. Let's get that up to. Let's get it up to 90 likes. Come on, let's get it up to 90 if we can. That'd be great. Thank you very much indeed. Ultimately, if we had our success rate in the jobs we're getting, exactly. Yeah, if you look at it like that, listen, he has done some good things. He has done some good things. I mean, he's got us kind of competing again. But when you get us there, you want to go the extra mile, don't you? And he's just fallen short. But I think, listen, I'm hopeful this season. I think we can do things this season. Yeah, I do. I think we can win a trophy this season. That's why if we don't, yeah, thanks, Suge. You've had the super chat. Thank you very much indeed. If we don't, then yeah, there are legends and there is Suge. Legend, exactly. We're all legends, my friend. We're all legends in the chat, 100%. It's embarrassing Spurs have to have overtaken us. Oh, don't. See, our record of trophies since this manager's been at the football club, whilst Chelsea have been winning trophies, Spurs have won trophies, Man United have won trophies, Man City has won trophies, Liverpool have won trophies. All the top six have won trophies apart from us. It can't go on. Can't go on, can it? Just saying Spurs has more trophies in 6 years. Yeah, exactly. And they've won in Europe, which makes it even more sickening. Considering our record in Europe, Spurs winning in Europe makes it worse. Airhead click, big fans spouting absolute nonsense. Exactly. The London derby is insanely huge. It's massive this week, Suge. Lynch, sorry, my friend. Lynch, it is massive. Especially after that draw at Sunderland. We cannot drop points this week. We beat a team with Prime Zoda in it. Alan's, yeah, exactly. Cup Winners' Cup. They had some banging players at that day. They had Thomas Brolin. They had Brolin. One fucker in 21 years. Exactly. We've won. Look, that's the facts, guys. That's the facts. FA Cup is just not good. 21. Come on, man. Major, I mean. Major. Dowman should play left or attacking centre midfield rotation. Well, he's got to trust him, hasn't he? He's got to trust him first to play him. Merson Adams used to go on the pitch Friday night and play 90 minutes Saturday afternoon. Oh, dear. Wade, a Romford Pele. He was underrated, he was. Never seen Ray Parlour play. I'm only 18. Listen, my friend, listen. You can go and watch anyone you want to see. Just go and watch the archives. Just tap in Ray Parlour's greatest moments or whatever, and you'll see Ray Parlour. Yeah? But big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Parlour still most, apps, yeah, in the Prem, yeah. Appearances. Aaron, he was overrated, man, wasn't he? Or was it just me? Underrated? Or is that just me, brother? I just think Ray Parlour's up there with one of the most underrated players I've seen at the football club. Probably in football, to be honest. He never got the recognition he deserves. Prome, the next Arsenal manager. Prome's, yeah, massive. Get Prome in for Arsenal. Remember the goal Parlour scored against Blackburn from the point I knew we were winning it? Oh, man. Yeah, it's massive. Aaron talks, so what did you make of Arshavin? Just a question. Arshavin came with big CV, right? He came with a big CV, Arshavin. Never really cut it, did he? Never really cut it. Schultz all the way. See what I mean? It's -4 out. Aaron's got Schultz, mate. Aaron the Short. Have some respect for DJB. Why is he calling you a nonce? What the... Yeah, exactly, man. Do you think I listen to that? Nah, he's all right. he's just high. He's just high on milkshakes, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? You get one every now and again, man. Block 114, you threatening me? Just have a conversation, isn't it? You probably don't even know where the Emirates is. He probably don't even know where the Emirates is. Probably turn up at like, do you know what I mean? The reason you give people your shit is because you know you're right. Listen, I don't always expect to be right. I don't always expect people to agree with me. All I do is come on here, talk about football. I give my views. You don't have to agree with them. If you don't agree with them, I'm not offended by it. I'm not offended by it. It's not a problem. That's what for me, this is why I started a channel. Because I wanted to talk to people and I wanted to bring people in and I wanted to express my views, because I used to talk to people that weren't really interested in football. They'd go, shut up, will you? You're boring me. So I wanted to talk to people that were on my same wavelength. I don't agree with everyone. Aaron says things sometimes. He's in the chat. Sometimes I don't agree with what he says. But I'm not going to call him like names and all of that, am I? I don't agree with everything Shane says. I don't agree with everything Nornsky says. Don't agree with everything Dan Potts. Me and Dan Potts disagree on Zubamendi. And we meet up and we go in the pub before the game and we talk. And sometimes he says things and I say things. We don't agree. Me and Kenny Ken, we don't agree on Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice is up there as brilliant and probably one of the best midfielders in Europe. Kenny Ken thinks different. That's what football's all about, people. Does it deserve to be called names just because you don't agree with something? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? What we doing here? I mean, don't know. Sorry, I'm a bit late, mate. Nick, that's fine, my friend. That is absolutely fine. Arsenal women's were poor today against Spurs. I ain't seen it, Aces, to be honest. I ain't seen it. I'll have to have a little look back. I've been having a little look every now and again at the women's football. I've got to be honest. I'm going to hold my hands up. It still hasn't grabbed me, women's football. That's no disrespect to women's football, and I love women's football. I love all football, and I want them to do well. And I do watch it. I do watch it, but I hope it gets better. I just want more money put into it. I find it strange that I think more money should be put into women's football. I really do. I think some people should put more money in it. I'm definitely one for this, though. If you're good enough to manage a team, you're good enough to manage no matter what you are. If you're a man or a woman, if you're that good, then you should be given opportunities. I still think that a female coach will manage a Premiership team one day. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. Because I think there's some good ones out there. I think there's some really top female coaches out there. And I think they should be given the same respect as some of the men coaches. 100%. Who wears the shorts? Aaron wears the shorts, man. You ain't wearing these shorts, brother. I'll tell you. Evox. When I met him for the first time, it was freezing. We're all in the concourse, all wrapped up, coats, hats, gloves on. This brother rocks up in his shorts. Empire State Building was built in 18 months. Burj Khalifa was built in 6 years. What kind of architect is Arteta? The man is building a machine looking for a trophy in the Oak Islands. Big up DJ Crane. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. DJ B, how are you letting Stricto and Egal cut in and talk over you on the panel shows? Because I can't be bothered with them, my friend. Can't be bothered with them. I let them cut in because, like, they'd do it anyway. They wouldn't just see. The thing is, people like that don't just do it to me. Don't just do it to Kenny. They do it to anyone. They've done it to Aaron. Yeah, because rudeness and disrespect is not just a football thing. It's a human nature thing. And if you've got rudeness and disrespect, you can be anything. You can be a hockey fan, basketball fan, wrestling fan, boxing fan. If you're disrespectful and you ain't got manners, you'll do it to anyone. So it ain't just me he's doing it to. If it was just me, I'd take offence. But he does it. They do it to everyone. So I just ignore it, let it play. I don't get wound up about it because I like to think that I'm bigger and better than what they are. So that's it. Gilberto Silva never gets a mention. What a player he was. Gilberto Silva, underrated. He'd go in the underrated bracket, my friend. By today's standard, Rice up there with the best in Europe. 20 years ago, he wouldn't stand out. I'll go with that. I agree. I think 20 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, he wouldn't stand out with the midfielders that were around at the time. But in this current crop of midfielders around Europe, he's probably up there. He's probably up there. He's not in the standards of what we've been brought up on. But he's probably up there with in this modern day football. Yeah, Stricto, another AFTV tosser. He goes, well, crazy Yank. I don't think he's a Yank. I think he's from Canada. I think he goes Canadian. I think. Yeah, I think. But listen, you know, they're probably all right people. You know, you meet them outside and you meet them in the street. I mean, I've met Christian. He's an all right guy. He's a cool young man. You know, I've got no problems with him. He's polite. He's a nice fella. I've got no problems with him at all. This is what I'm saying. It's a football thing. It's just a football thing. And I don't have a problem with people not agreeing with me. I don't have a problem with people having a different opinion to me. It don't bother me. It don't bother me. Just don't get personal. Why get personal? I would never go and call someone a name and get personal just because I don't agree with them over football. Really? Over football? Female coach in the Prem. Not sure about that one. It will be rainbow flag appointment if it happens now. Listen, it will happen. I think it'll happen one day. Don't know when, but it'll happen one day. There's some good food. I ain't going to say it, but there's probably female coaches better than some of the coaches in the Premiership, to be honest, that could probably do a better job. I mean, look at the Wolves. You give the Arsenal coach the Wolves job, she might be able to turn it round. No respect for the elders. I think that's a thing all round, though. I think that's a thing all round. I don't think it's just them. I think that's a tradition that's gone out the windows. That's gone out the window in recent times. To be honest, I don't think we respect our older ones how we should do. To be honest, I think that's a cultural thing. Personally, don't know why. I haven't got a clue why. Is what it is. Is what it is. You know, I see old people that are really, really frail. I mean, I keep myself fit for my age. You know, I work out, I do my martial arts and everything, and but I see very frail old people on trains and young people sitting in seats, and they just sit there staring at them. And then I get up and give my seat up. I give my seat up to pregnant women. I give my seat up to women with young children. But that's a cultural thing. It's just the modern society we live in. You know, people sit in seats and it clearly says keep free for, I don't know what it actually was. It says, oh, keep these seats free for disability and all that. And yet I see people with disabilities standing on a train, standing there all through I'm going to Arsenal, see it every single week. And there's young men, young women sitting in the seats. And there's some of these women are frail. Some of these men are frail, not just women, men, women, frail. And they're still sitting there staring at them or sitting on their mobile phones, completely oblivious. Sad times, man. Sad times. Is what it is. Not just elders should respect others in opinion. Strict tone egos have no manners. No. Same Binks. Binks, come on the women's football, and you've heard it from me. A woman, a lady will coach a men's team in the Premiership. There you go. That's what I reckon, Binks. For me, Declan Rice stands out for his work off the ball and tackles work rate, but I'm not always sure about his passing. Don't think he's his type of game. He's got better, though. You see him do spray the odd sort of 20, 30-yard ball now. Not many, but you do see it every now and again. But I don't think it's in his game. But one thing you cannot deny with Declan Rice is his work rate. He's like the modern-day Brian Talbot of Arsenal, isn't he? That's why Lee stopped going on panel shows. Yeah, exactly. It's going to. These people are going to have people stop going on their shows soon. It will happen. It will happen. Calafiori runs like a wild horse. The Piccadilly line is a joke on match day. Every line's a joke on match day, my friend. Wait till we move to Wembley. You want a joke of a railway station? Wait till we move to Wembley. Trying to get back from that, it's going to be all sorts of madness. Seriously, Calafiori runs. It's the new generation. The young people coming up now just have no respect or morals. It's disgusting. Yeah, not all of them. Some of them do. Some of them do, Nick. Some of them do. There's some nice young men and ladies and people around, some really respectful. There's some old cantankerous gits as well out there, trust me. There's men and women my age and older that can be really rude and cantankerous. I was out the other day. Where was I? That's Costa Coffees. I was only in the coffee shop. Young lady working behind there, barista, and there was two elderly ladies in front of me, older than me. And the way they were bossing her around, no please, no thank you, no nothing. And this lady was saying, will that be old? Would you like that heated up? Nah, yeah, well, really, really short with her. And I'm thinking, why are you talking to her like that? I always brought my children up and I said to my kids, right, no matter how clever you are, no matter whether you're clever or whether you're not clever, there is one thing you must always remember: respect your elders and always say please and thank you. If you've got manners, takes you everywhere in life. You could be the thickest person in the world, but if you say please, thank you, yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, all of that takes you anywhere. Takes you anywhere. I was at Ifield Road when Talbot scored. Oh, mate, Brian Talbot. He was one of my favourite Arsenal players. The minutes he played, incredible. Both necessary left backs for me, DJB. Skelly's definitely not a left back. Definitely not a left back. Midfield player all day long, Skelly is. All day long and every day. I hate modern society. I'm just waiting for the asteroids here because it wants to live on life. Oh, man, don't say that. Don't say that. Definitely needs a shake-up, though, doesn't it? Definitely needs a shake-up. I think the problem is, right, people keep moving the buck and saying, oh, the schools the schools should do this and the schools should do that. Well, the schools ain't the parents. The teachers ain't the parents. It comes from the parents. Good night, the Binks. Early start tomorrow. Yeah, good night, Binks. Sleep well. Be safe. And I'll see you again. See you again. Thank you very much indeed. Make sure you smash the like on the way out. Bless Binks. Big up to Binks. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to everyone that's been here tonight. We've got the Lynch. We've had the Jam Boy. Everyone. Suge as always. Aaron, my brother's been in as well. PM, if you're new, been brilliant. We've had the odd idiot in, but here you go. Andy at last has been in. I've tried to get through all of it. Pixel Pioneers also, big up to you, my friend. Binks as always. Lynch, legend always. Charles has been in. Yeah. Guys, what can I say? It's been an absolute roar. And Sahal, is that Sahal? I hope I've pronounced your name right, my friend. If I haven't, I apologise. But welcome, my friend, and thank you for joining me once again. Kawaja, one of the hardest working mods on the circuit, to all the channels. What can I say? Absolute legend. Andy Last. Andy Last, it's also education though. Parents can only get so far with kids. Teachers promote woke crap, use peer pressure to force kids to think in a certain way. Yeah, it's a different world out there. It's a different world out there, my friend. It's a different world out there. One thing with football, whether we agree with each other or don't agree with each other, we are still all on the same planet with football, isn't it? I think that's the one good thing about football. No matter where you're from, it's the same religion, isn't it? It's one religion. Football is one religion. It don't matter whether you're Christian, whether you're Catholic, whether you're Muslim. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter whether you're pink, white, grey, blue. Doesn't matter. You know? One thing with football, it's we're all in the same boat. Doesn't matter, and that's what I love about football. It brings everyone together. Arsenal on match day, everyone's together. Everyone's together, no matter of what you believe in. We're all the same. As long as Arsenal win, I'm happy days. I'm happy days. Tribalism. Exactly. But do you know, as I said, doesn't matter. I'm a football fan. I just love football. I love football. I respect all fans. I've said this time and time and again. To be a football fan is hard work. Hardest thing you'll ever do. Don't matter what team you support. Being a football fan is hard work. It's expensive, time consuming, puts pressure on relationships. It's tough, man. It's tough. So big up to all your football fans out there. Big up to everyone. Big up to all you in the chat. Thank you very much. Make sure you smash a like on your way out. And make sure you subbed as well. Do appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you very much. All of you, be safe. Love, bless to everyone. And OGs tomorrow, Aaron's show. Wednesday, I've got the midweek mingle, me and Numsky. Thursday, I've got my tea time chat. Match day next week, I'll be Arsenal and Spurs. I will be doing live shorts, so watch out for my shorts, people. I'll be doing a live one outside the ground before I go in. I'll be doing a live match reaction when I come out. I'll be doing a live short on team selection. All of them things. It's all out there, people. Bless. Take care. Good luck. See you all soon.